Today, many Americans take for granted the freedoms they enjoy, often forgetting that the road to American independence was a long and arduous one. The struggle for freedom began during the late 1760s when the British government under King George III placed new taxes on the colonies. Angry colonists rebelled. Parliament did lift all taxes but one, the tea tax. One night, a group of colonists refused to allow British tea to be unloaded in what's known as the Boston Tea Party. Disguised as Native Americans, they boarded the ship and dumped more than 340 chests of tea into the water. The British responded with tough actions. Boston's port was closed, and men appointed by King George III replaced many officials from Massachusetts. Troops were sent into the colonies to enforce British rule. Most of the colonies sent delegates to Philadelphia to meet in a group called the Continental Congress. The Congress asked Britain to relax its control over the colonies, but the British refused. Then, on April 19, 1775, a force of British troops tried to seize arms and ammunition colonists had gathered in Concord, Massachusetts. The two sides exchanged fire in the first battles of the Revolutionary War. Underlying this unrest were more than issues of taxes. Colonists felt they were fighting for their rights. They made this claim based on the ideas of the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment was an intellectual movement that celebrated human reason and science, as well as freedom from tyrannical government and religious persecution. One Enlightenment thinker in particular, an English philosopher named John Locke, had an enormous influence on the thinking of colonists. In the late 1600s, Locke had written that a government is only legitimate if it protects an individual's rights to life, liberty, and private property. He went further, saying that people have the right to overthrow a government that violates these rights. Colonists who wanted independence, the Patriots, believed that this is exactly what had happened in the colonies. The British government, they said, had violated colonists' rights with its unfair taxes and other harsh actions.